I've never found a love like this. There it is. I've never found a love like this.
Hello everyone, welcome back to E20 Zone TV. Frustrating night. Liverpool 1, West Ham United 0. I'm joined by Mitchell. We just done a watch along, and frustrating. We've got some classic clips from it, though, I will say that, which is quite funny. Mitch, we will get straight into it. We get started because we want to get this done. Let's start off with this man, Lucas Fabianski. Mitch, take it away.
Lucas Fabianski, thought his distribution was absolutely shocking today. However, he did keep us in the game with some decent saves. Saves you expected him to make, but nonetheless they were solid. So I'll give Fabs 7.
Yeah, I'm with you, mate. I'm with you. I thought Fabianski kept us in the game in the first half. I thought if it weren't for him, then we lose that game 2 or 3. There was a save in the first half from Darwin Núñez where it's a straightforward save. Don't get me wrong, it's straight at him, but he does the job. I'll give Fab a 7, a strong 7 for me. I thought he kept us in the game in the first half. Second half, he done what he had to do, but that's it. Moving on though, this man, Ben Johnson, fucking awful, mate, absolute awful. And people who tell me that, and I've seen the ratings from some other people, I can't believe what I'm reading. First off, he's doing Cruyff turns outside the box and getting dispossessed and nearly conceding the goal. I'm going to make this pretty short and sweet. I'm giving him a 4. I thought he was shit. Absolute shit. Can't cross, can't pass, doing stupid things in the first half, and we could have easily been 2-0 down because of him. Second half, we looked a lot better, but Liverpool just sat back and allowed us to come on to him, really, to a point. So I'll give him a 4, a high 4. I think it was below average performance from him. Mitch?
2 games in a row, 2 games where he's been our worst player, and by a lot. Shit. 4.
Yeah, I'm with you, mate. I'm with you. He was bad. Let's get to this man, Kehrer. Now, I praise Kehrer up, but right. One thing I'm going to say is it's not his natural position. He's a right back, really, by trade. He played for Germany at right back.
I don't know.
But tonight he weren't there, mate. He weren't there, and I rate him. I do rate Kehrer, but tonight he was all over, especially in the first half. Right. I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10. I don't think he was as bad as Ben Johnson for me. I thought Ben Johnson was terrible, if I'm being honest. I thought Kehrer was bad though, and for the standards that I look at Kehrer, he was massively below that tonight, massively. So I'll give him a 5 out of 10. What are you saying for him, mate?
I'd give him a high 5. I was thinking 6, but I thought, you know what, 6 is average. I think he was, probably a 5 tonight.
Yeah.
Not strong enough. Just looked like he was a bit too. Don't know. Just wasn't strong enough. Just getting beaten physically. Wasn't
especially in the air.
Strong. Wasn't getting stuck in the air. No, it was not good enough from him.
How many times did the ball go up and he just gets manhandled by Salah? Who's fucking 10 stones soaking wet, like literally.
No, Salah's actually a ripped cunt, to be fair.
Yeah, I will say that. You know what I mean? But what are you rating him?
5.
5 out of 10. People, put your ratings in the chat. Moving on now to this man, Kurt Zuma. I thought he was good tonight. I will say that. He's unlucky for the goal. The cross comes in because of Ben Johnson's not literally miles away and allows the cross to come in, and he misses the ball by millimetres. I mean, like, there's not a lot in it, and it goes over his head and it lands on Darwin Núñez's head. I'm going to give Zuma, for me, a high 6. A high 6. I think he was all right. I think he was okay. He weren't vintage, don't get me wrong. He wasn't vintage Zuma, but coming back from injury, coming to Anfield, I thought he played all right. I'll give him a high 6. What are you saying, Mitch, for him?
I'll give him a standard 6. I think first half he did struggle against Salah. Yeah, not sure what I could say, really. Standard 6.
Yeah, Steve says we kept Salah quiet. Yeah, we certainly did, mate. Let's move on to this man, which is, when I can find him, is this man, Aaron Cresswell. You said in the watch along that he had a pretty good game. I
For me,
was
he's one of our
like,
best players. I thought.
I was quite shocked when you said that. I'll be honest. I thought he was okay. I wouldn't say he was one of our best, but I'll let you go first on this. Give me your rating
I
for him.
thought. I thought going forward, his passing was simple, kept it good. His
Yeah.
link up when Benrahma came on with Benrahma, I thought was good. I thought was solid
Mm.
on the same wavelength. Usually when Cresswell gets in those positions where he's got players around him, he struggles. Goes up for throwing to the other team. He's shit. But tonight he kept the ball quite well. I thought.
Yeah.
Besides from a couple of times where the ball got away from him and he put a couple pretty shit crosses in the box. I thought besides from that, I thought defensively he was very solid,
Yeah.
and in terms of his all-round game, I thought he was pretty good. So I'll give him a 7, a high 7.
I'll give him just a 7 for me. Like I can see people give me like I don't know. I don't.
5 and
He,
4.
he was
Fucking
okay.
hell.
He was okay,
Jesus
Cress. I'm not going to go
Christ.
in on him. He was okay, but I just don't think Liverpool attacked down the left-hand side. If you want me to be really honest, they was attacking
Oh my
down Ben
God.
Johnson's side mainly.
When they did, I thought Cresswell was solid. I thought the ball's coming on
Right,
top. He positioned himself really well.
right. I'm going to give him a high 6. It's not a 7. I can't give him a 7. I don't think it's a 7
Okay.
performance from him. I'm being honest. High 6 for me for him. All right, let's go to our midfield.
And I really don't like Cresswell, but I
Yeah.
thought he was quite good tonight.
One man you don't like is this man, Thomas Souček. Oh my God, that chance on the watch along. Mitchell's clipped me in his reaction to
If you want to watch
Thomas
it,
Souček.
go on E20 Zone TV Instagram page where you will find it there.
Yeah, it's on the Instagram page. Our reaction to that. For me, listen, Mitchell has said about Souček for a long, long time. Fucking long time. Yeah, I'm not going to swear. I'll try and keep cool tonight. Tonight, first half, shocking. Absolute shocking. Second half, a bit better, but not much. Not much. Like, the chance is a golden chance. And why is he not using his left foot? I don't know. I really don't. I'm going to give Souček... First half, he was terrible. I'll give him a high 5. A high 5, that's being kind. Not a 6, not a 7. I can't give him any... I can't go lower than a 5. I don't think he was overly unreal. But I can't go higher than a high 5 for me. High 5 for me. Mitchell.
As far as he goes, for his performance, first half I thought it was embarrassing. I thought his passing was shocking. But defensively, I still think it was pretty decent. Second half, defensively, I thought he'd done well. He put quite a few decent tackles in, I thought, tonight.
Yeah.
Aside from that, I do think he was shit, though. So I agree. I think a high 5. I think you're bang on.
Ian's saying, yeah, -2. Finno's saying,
But look, he should
shot
not have stayed on. He should have come off. Downes should have stayed on. 100%. Downes was much better than him. Downes
Yeah.
has got to start in this game.
yeah, I agree with you 100% there, mate. Flynn Downes was miles apart, like, better. Moving on to that man, Mr. Flynn Downes. For his first game in the Premier League, mustard. For me, I thought he was excellent. I thought he got amongst it. I thought his passing was good. He was popping up all over the place. And there's levels, mate. There's levels. Flynn Downes has to start for West Ham United Football Club. And listen, this is why I love doing YouTube. Yeah, when we signed Flynn Downes, someone come in my chat and started saying, "James, he's a top player. Trust me, he will be in the England side, or he'll be round that England setup before too long if he plays regularly for West Ham United." And every time he plays, he don't really put a foot wrong, in my opinion. I'm going to give him a very, very strong 7 for me. Very, very strong, high 7 for me tonight. I thought when he was on the pitch, he shouldn't have been subbed. It should have been Souček to be subbed, but that's neither here or there. Excellent Flynn tonight for me. High 7. Mitchell.
Yeah, I think solid 7 for me. I've been saying for weeks and weeks and weeks, actually months now, that I wanted Downes to start. I said in the first game of the season against Man City, I wanted him to start. He's not the kind of boy to be scared of the occasion, as he wasn't tonight. First game in Premier League was against Anfield, Liverpool.
Yeah.
So I think even in his first game against Man City, he would have been good. I would have started in the first game against Man City, and then we could have seen the Rice Downes partnership up until then, which could have won us a lot more points this season. And that is on Moyes. I think it's disgraceful it's taken this long for Downes to get a chance in the Premier League. He's deserved to come on many more times than he hasn't. But he showed his quality today. I'll give him a 7. Kept the ball really well. So technically good on the ball compared to Souček. It's night and day. He's like a little mini Rice. He reminds me a lot of Rice 3 years ago when he was first off in that. When he first started in that defensive midfield position. Just a smaller Declan Rice. I see in him, a younger, smaller Declan Rice. Very good.
Yeah, he was very good, mate. Didn't want him to go off, if I'm honest, but it is what it is. Moving on to this man, the easiest rating of the night for me and Mitchell. Got man of the match, player of the match. Let's get it right. For me, strong 9 out of 10. World class. Man's world class. He's the reason, and I'm going to say this quite openly, why West Ham United have been doing so well over the last 2.5 years. For me, he's a driver, falls from midfield. When he's on it, West Ham are a different level of team. When he's not on it, you can see the drop off. He's worth every penny of 100 million plus that West Ham want for him. And the day he goes, I will be very, very emotional to see him go, because I don't want to be negative, but it could be the end of this journey that we've had as being that sort of team. Tonight, he run the show in midfield. Passing was excellent, tackling was excellent, like driving the ball forward. Can't praise the geezer up enough. I love Declan Rice. I think he's an absolute leader of men, top captain, top man. 9 out of 10. It would have been 10 out of 10 if we would have got something out of the game. Mitchell.
One man of the match on Prime, and for me, completely deserved. I thought he was a man of the match. I thought he was a man of the match of the game, man of the match of the pitch. I'll give him a solid 8. It was excellent tonight. Very solid. Yeah, I can't really say much else, really. I mean, wish he got the ball a bit more.
You give him an 8?
Yeah.
Why?
I think
Go on.
9, I think, is where you influence the game a bit more. He was great and everything he'd done, but he didn't he didn't influence the game in terms of the final third enough for me to warrant a 9. I still thought it was very solid, but I wanted him to get involved a bit more forward.
Yeah, I'm with you, mate. He's top class, man. I love him. Love Declan Rice. Moving on, though, to this man who, I'm sorry, I'm going to take off my sort of biased towards Ben
Bias
Rama.
cap. Take it off then.
Right, I will take the bias cap off. Pablo Fornals tonight was on for an hour and didn't do nothing, really, if I'm being honest. Nothing at all. The moment he comes off, West Ham look better. Yeah. I think a lot of the West Ham fan base love him for what he does and how much he loves the club. Now, don't get me wrong. I think Pablo's a good man. I think he loves the club, but we all love the club. I love the club. Mitchell loves the club. Every man in my chat who's watching this right now loves the club. Man, woman, child, whatever. Yeah. Tonight, he was shocking. Done nothing for me. I'm going to give him a 4 out of 10. That's being kind. I don't remember him doing a lot. His passing was off. And one thing I'm going to say is this. Next time you watch Pablo Fornals and you watch Lucas Paqueta, yeah, both in the same position. One was in the position tonight. One was in the position when he comes back to fitness. One passes the ball forward and goes up the pitch. The other one passes it sideways and back. I will leave that up to you, who you make, which one it is. For me, 4 out of 10. Mitchell.
Second worst player on the pitch tonight for me. I'll give him a high 4. Again, absolutely useless. Now, I will defend him somewhat where he's not a left winger and he's not a left-sided player.
He's not, mate.
And that is on Moyes for starting him there. Ben Rama should be starting. But people who will try and defend Pablo by saying that are fucking wankers at the same time, because they cannot say that when he can't make simple passes. It doesn't matter if you're on the centre, on the left. If you can't do a simple pass, it's not because you're on the playing left wing.
It's very sideways and back, though, Mitch. It's very.
Yeah.
It's always like a part, like the simple pass. We can all do the simple fucking pass, but we can all go.
He can't. No, he actually couldn't tonight.
I'm not being funny, and I think I've had this argument, before with Pablo Fornals with different people on different channels, right? And they say, "Oh, Ben Rama's this, Ben Rama's that." Ben Rama, when he does get into situation, he looks like he can score a goal. I'm not saying that he's good at it, I'm not going to say that. When Pablo Fornals is there, he don't look like doing anything to me on that left-hand side.
I agree.
And it's just obvious for me. I've always said it. He's an industrial midfielder. That's what he does, and that's what it is. Kane, shite first half, much better second. Put this game in the bin, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm with you, Kane, mate.
Fornals, I don't get this cult thing around him. He's got like a massive cult following, where all the West Ham fans try and criticise you if you think he's shit. I say, if you don't rate Fornals, you obviously don't know football. Yeah. Football is not about technical ability. It's about having the right brain and fucking the ability together. So far, is a great example of a player that isn't the worst player in the world, but because he's got no brain, he's fucking awful.
Yeah, but you know what, though, Mitch? I'm going to be honest. I don't really blame Fornals tonight. I blame Moyes for picking him tonight. He shouldn't have been playing.
Oh, well, no, James, but you've got to blame Fornals when he can't do simple passes.
I agree. I agree to a point with you on that. But Ben Rama should have started tonight. There's no
oh yeah, Fornals, 100%.
He hasn't played no games. Fornals. He didn't play against Southampton, and he didn't play. And he comes straight in at Anfield. It just don't make no sense. What are you rating him, Mitch?
High 4. Shit.
Right, fair enough.
Should not start.
Moving on to Jarrod Bowen. Oh my God! When he missed that penalty, mate, me and you was watching it on the watch along. I had a feeling he was going to miss it, mate. He was nervous. We were sitting here like rocking. Like, he was rocking, open. He was score. Jarrod tonight was good in the first half, up to the penalty. He's a trier, Jarrod. He's a trier. I'll give him that. Second half, where was he, really? Like, was he there, really? I don't really remember him being there.
Well, he put on the plate for Souček. He done really well to make that chance.
He did do that, yeah. Yeah. I'll give you that. He did do that. He did do well there. God, the penalty miss drops it down for me. I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10.
Oh.
Bowen. I am, Mitch. The penalty miss.
Oh, mate.
The only reason,
fuck.
Mitch, the only reason why I'm giving him I'll tell you what, I'll give him a high 5 out of 10. Yeah? The only reason why is because that penalty was blatant where he was going. It was blatant.
But it did make the penalty for himself. He did get the penalty.
He did, but it was just blatant. It like when he was setting up to take that penalty, everyone knew, right? Watching it on telly, in the ground, in fucking Cuba, wherever you're watching it on the planet, we all know he's going to the left-hand side. We all knew it. Like, listen, Bowen's a worker, he's a trier, and Vinay's got it spot on there. 5.
I cannot believe I'm seeing 4s and 1s and shit. I'm really I'm actually really shocked. I'll give him a 5.
I'll give him a 5. I'll give him a 5. I can't go well in. What you saying from Jarrod Bowen?
I'm thinking high 6. I want to give him a high 6. I thought first half.
Can you really give him a high 6 for missing that penalty?
Yeah, because I thought first half he was a high 7. Second half was less in the game until he put that on a plate for Souček, and I thought it was superb from him.
Yeah, but that's the only thing he'd done in the second half, though, Mitch. Let's be real.
Yeah, but there's still a game-winning thing. Like you put it on the plate for Souček, he's made up for it, in my opinion. There.
Well, I'll go high 5. I'll go high 5. I think the penalty
misses. It didn't give the ball away. When he was on the ball, he was good. I think a 5 is really harsh.
He was good, but the penalty miss, mate.
I can't even see 4s. I can't actually believe it.
Well, that's why we love doing YouTube, people.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. It's definitely interesting
Mitch,
opinions, yeah.
Final, what's your rating for Bowen?
High 6.
High 6. I've gone for a high 5. Moving on to this man, Gianluca Scamacca. Not his night tonight. Gutted. Yeah, he did have a chance in the second half. Ball comes into him, and he's just not aware. Mitch, what are you saying for Scamacca?
I'll give him a 5. Not good enough tonight for me. Should have done better with that Antonio chance. Didn't fight enough for me tonight. I think he should have fought more in terms of.
Did he have the supply tonight?
When times when it went up to him or went up in that area in attack,
right.
He didn't fight for it. He closed down well. He pressed well.
Yeah.
But he didn't fight enough for me. And his runs, his position wasn't too great. There was a couple of times we went into the box and I think it was a good chance where it went up to him on a cross, and he jumped up way too early, and because of that, he fucked up the shot. Yeah,
Yeah.
5. I don't think it was great tonight. Probably his worst performance-wise,
I
but it
agree
wasn't
with Ian.
terrible.
I agree with Ian on this. Scamacca frustrated and isolated, playing in a poor Moyes system that the players quite simply can't execute. I totally agree with that comment. Comment of the night for me on here. I'll give him a 5. I think Bowen was better than him. I will say that. But that system in the first half, he just couldn't get in the game. I think he had 19 touches in the whole of the first half.
I know everyone is giving Scamacca a 5 and giving Bowen less than him. I don't know what you boys are on. Like, I don't really
think the
get
penalty
it, chat.
miss. I think Mitch. I think people are a bit emotional because of the penalty miss, bruv. But let them be emotional, bruv.
But he won the fucking penalty. Like,
Yeah, but he won the penalty, Mitch.
I know.
Mitch.
Yeah, exactly.
If that's Gianluca
Other
Scamacca,
players don't make those kind of clever runs like he done.
yeah,
Yes,
but if that's
the penalty miss
Gianluca
was really
Scamacca,
poor.
mate, that's in the back of the net.
But aside from that, say the penalty, someone else took the penalty and they scored it. Yeah, what are you giving Bowen then? I'd give Bowen a 7. Would you give Bowen a 7?
I thought Bowen was good up until the penalty, but the penalty was just fucking poor.
Yeah, well, so you give him a 6 or 7? 6 is harsh.
I'll give him a high. I'll give him a high 5.
But I'm saying if he doesn't miss the penalty, you give him a 7. So people saying give him 1s and 4s now. You don't just lose 3 points of your player ratings for missing the penalty.
Mitch, that penalty is crucial because in that first half,
it was crucial.
Right, that penalty in the first half, we was outplayed, out attacked. Fucking Liverpool were all over us, and now Liverpool weren't 2 or 3-0 up. I don't know. We get the penalty. If that's Scamacca, that's in the back of the net, in my opinion. That is in the back of the fucking net. Like Scamacca smashes that all the way. But for me, I thought Scamacca. I'll go back to Scamacca. Scamacca was non-existent tonight. Gutted, really am. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. On the penalty, they delayed it massively. I agree with Kane on that. To create too much pressure. Virgil van Dijk, yeah, I've discussed it with him, Kane, also. Scuffing the spot, still should have scored, but you can't hold that penalty miss. 7. I can't give him a 7, Kane. I'll give him a higher 5. I can't give him a 7. The penalty, talking about the penalty quickly,
what I was saying earlier, I think that's really.
The penalty is the perfect height for Alisson. It's the perfect height. He's literally his body. We all know where he's going, and Alisson knows where he's going. So if we know where he's going, Alisson's obviously going to know where he's going. It's just a poor penalty. Poor penalty, really. It wasn't a good penalty. It was just poor. So yeah, Scamacca 5. What are you saying on Scamacca? 5.
5.
Yeah, 5 out of 10. Right, let's get to the subs. How many subs was there? 2. There was
Benny,
this man. There was Saheed Benrahma.
Benny Antonio, and that was it. Yeah.
Yeah. Saeed Benrahma comes on for Fornals and there's a golden chance, mate. Golden fucking chance. That chance, he should be.
I would say golden.
Scoring.
I think I don't agree, John. I think it's really tough. I think if you do the exact same situation for 10 players, Benrahma being one of them, I reckon only one of them score it, maybe 2. I think if
you smash that
chance
with your laces, that's in the back of the net.
But it's going down for ages. Like, it's really high up in the air. It's hard to determine.
Yeah.
Plus, Gomez, you're not sure if he's going to leave it.
Maybe. What did you think of Benrahma, mate? I'll let you go on this one first.
Night and day to Fornals. Went forward, took the ball forward, linked up with Cresswell well, beat his man, put it in a really good area for Bowen to create that chance for Souček, beat Trent. For me, I'd give Benny. You know what? I'm gonna give Benny a low 7. I think it was good. Got a start for me tomorrow. Next week. I think low 7 for me.
I'll give him a high 6.
I don't think he's done anything wrong.
I'll give him a high 6. I thought he was okay. He got in a few times down that left hand side. And what makes me laugh, and someone said it in the watch along, right, which I make him 100% fucking bang on the money. We bring on Benrahma to attack Trent, and then Trent's all over the place defensively. As soon as Benrahma comes on, Trent's a bit fucking all over the place, big time.
Yeah.
High 6 for me, not a 7.
That's the difference.
Yeah. Let's get to this man, Mikel Antonio. Where is he? This man here. Mitch, take it away.
Done all right. Put in a really good position for Scamacca, and he should have done better. Towards the end of the game, though, I did not see him press once.
No.
And he can be a lazy cunt sometimes, Antonio. I don't know if it's due to his stamina, but I'd actually noticed it until Tom said in the chat that Rice was absolutely furious at him and shouting at Antonio for not pressing when everyone was pressing, besides from him. Antonio's got a bad attitude. I've always said it. He's got a bit of an ego. He's got a really bad attitude when it comes to what he's come on.
I agree,
doesn't
mate.
look like he's
on that bench.
I feel like he feels like he deserves to start all the time. That's what I feel like.
Before I get your rating, he was on that bench, Mikel Antonio, and he looked like he couldn't be bothered to get on. But West Ham need a goal.
Yeah.
He's putting his shin pads on and he's just listening. And he was like that against Southampton. And I'll tell you,
body language, isn't he?
Yeah, the body language is not good from him at the minute. What are you rating him?
I'll give him a 6.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'll give him a 6. I thought he tried to make things happen. He runs through in the second half and he falls over, and it was like a drunk man after a night out on the drink. Absolute runs over, falls over.
He recovered from it, though. To be fair,
he recovered it, and we actually got a good chance out of it. So I'll give him his due on that. One thing I'm going to say before I move on to the referee and Moyes is the attitude on Mikel Antonio at the minute. I'm not liking that. That he's got no enthusiasm to get on the pitch at the minute, which is not good. Let's get to this man, the ref, Stuart Atwell. He's the man. What do you make of him tonight, Mitch?
It was all right. To be fair, I'll give him a 7. Not so much concern him really. I think he was actually solid. He gave us the penalty. It was the right decision in the end.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give him a 7. He was all right.
I think he was all right tonight. I agree. I'll probably I'm with you on that. Probably a 7. I think the penalty, like Paul just said in the chat there, getting the penalty at Anfield's like fucking rare. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like finding gold. And for me, the only thing that he didn't do tonight is book Thiago. At times, Thiago brought players down and foul players and didn't book him. Was borderline scandalous, really, but that's neither here or there. So 7 for the referee. Now, final rating of the evening, people, on this quick fire player ratings. David Moyes. Mitch, what are we saying about Moyes tonight, mate?
I thought the setup was absolutely bang on in terms of the formation and the tactical way. I thought the way you played in the first half was bang on. It's just that the passing was shocking. We absorbed the defending really well. We didn't press our wing play, their wingers nowhere near quick enough for me, especially Johnson. Yeah. Whether that was a Moyes, I don't know, or Johnson.
Do you think it was the right?
Fornals
the right team tonight?
No, Fornals and Souček shouldn't have started.
Right.
For me, look, you don't need to play Souček, Downes, and Rice all in the midfield. They're all defensive midfielders, like 3 defensive midfielders in the team. It's just a very poor way to set up, in my opinion. So I would have started Downes and Rice and Benny. And actually, I probably would have started Fornals, but I would have started him off in the middle instead of Souček.
Yeah.
And then Ben Rama out wide. It wasn't the right lineup for me, and possibly so far over Johnson as well. But I actually thought the setup was good, and he made the right subs, I think. But again, they were far too late. Should have come on half time as well.
We rating.
I'll tell you, if we lined up differently tonight, and the way I think we should have done, I think we could get a draw, possibly even a win. So for that, and the fact we've lost, I'll give him a 5. I think I'll give Moyes a 5.
Lincoln Harper. Moyes, nothing. Negative, boring, predictable. It's fucking awful to watch. Totally agree with you, Lincoln, mate. Wherever you are on this planet, mate. Yeah, I'm with you, brother. He's under pressure, Mitch. For me, first of all...
He's not under too much pressure, I don't think.
Right. First of all, the lineup's shocking for me. Don't understand why Pablo Fornals is playing. That's the first thing. Syed Ben Rama comes on Sunday, makes a goal for Declan Rice, West Ham score. Yeah. Flynn Downes getting a start is excellent. Absolute lovely to see. Lovely to see. I was pleased with that. Don't understand the Souček one, but I get it to a point because he's a regular. He's a regular player. But the Fornals one to me makes no sense whatsoever. No sense. Like West Ham have got one outlet in attack, and that's Jarrod Bowen. Scamacca's not really fast. He's mobile, but Bowen is the outlet. And West Ham only had one outlet, and that was Jarrod Bowen tonight in that first half. So Fornals for me didn't make no sense. He brings the subs on at the right times. Personally, I would have changed it. Yeah, personally, I would have changed it at half time. I don't think it's working at half time. But second half, they tweaked something in that second half, and West Ham looked a lot better. I will say West Ham were dominating that second half to a point, but just couldn't break through. Moyes frustrates the shit out of me, mate. And this is why Moyes has not won a game at a top 6 club since he's been at West Ham. West Ham have not beaten a top 6 side in their ground since Moyes has been in charge because of his negative sort. Yeah, and that's a true fact.
In the Premier League.
In the Premier League. Yeah, that's a true fact.
Fucking hell.
Now, for me, I like Moyes, but Moyes does these things that sort of drop it down a level for me. He obviously can't do nothing about the Bowen missed penalty. He can't. Listen, Bowen takes the penalty, and he's probably gutted at half time. So the chances we've missed, it ain't down to Moyes, it's down to the players. I'm going to give Moyes a 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. Do you know what I mean? Middle of the road for me. Ian says here, spot on, James. 2 points from 57 available. It's not good enough.
I think the chat have been very overreactionary tonight, and I don't like really being too thingy. I do think.
I don't know, Mitch. I'm just going to
see 1s and 2s and 3s like for every player. Like I think
I'm going to say this before I sort of round it up, and we can discuss that quickly. Moyes has got to sort himself out attack-wise. Right? Obviously, Paqueta being missing tonight was a bit of a blow. West Ham need Naif Aguerd back now. We need him back in that centre half position. Push Kemo
go back up to right back. Yeah.
And put Kera to right back. So Moyes gets a 5 for me on that. Mitchell, what do you want to say, mate, before we go?
We move on to next week. Hopefully, possibly could be back for next week. And it would be a good game to start him, really. I think Bournemouth. So it's a Monday. Moyes getting sacked. No, he's not. Jesus Christ, I'm hearing.
I don't think Moyes. I think Moyes is biding his time. I will say one thing though. And I'm going to make this quite clear. Now, this XG bollocks that I keep seeing. Oh yeah, we was good on XG. We need to stop that because we can have all the chances in the world. If you do not, the old way of playing football, and I'm old school, is the ball in the back of the net. Now, if West Ham don't put the ball in the back of the net, you don't win games. And tonight, we didn't put the ball in the back of the net, and we've ended up losing the game. It's happened too many times this year. I will say that. Forest away, Liverpool, Chelsea, even Villa to a point, and we got away with it at Villa. Right, we did get away with it at Villa. Tottenham in the second half. I don't know whether I've even mentioned them. I can't remember, but certain games we've just let go. Tonight, I'm not going to get too disheartened by it because it's Liverpool at Anfield, and they haven't lost a game at Anfield with a crowd for 5.5 years. So I'm not going to get too giddy over that. I will say one thing though: Moyes has got to play Ben Rama. He's got to play Ben Rama because Ben Rama makes stuff happen. He might not be everyone's cup of tea. I understand it because he's very, very inconsistent. But every time he comes on, he looks a threat, and he looked more threatening than Fornals tonight. I will say that. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. Please do smash a like on the video before you go. It really would help me out. And please do subscribe.
Hit the notification bell.
Hit that notification bell also. Lucas and West Ham Online are in Liverpool, and they are heading back to the ends tonight. They're not happy, but we will see what happens. I will be back towards the back end of the week to preview the Bournemouth game with the lads at some point. So stay around, check it out.
Do not forget to enter that giveaway as well for Lucas Paqueta and Scamacca not signed shirts, printed name shirts.
Yeah. I will say this.
Chance to get it if you become a member as well. Just
that is. Yeah, if you become a member, you get 2 attempts at getting a Paqueta shirt or Scamacca shirt for Christmas. And at the end of this video, if you want to enter the giveaway, hashtag E20 Xmas. That's the thing, yeah. E20 Xmas. Go over there, put it in. I'll put you in the draw, and hopefully you become a winner at Christmas for yourself or your kid or whatever. So yeah, and that's on me. And yeah, listen, keep the faith. This is West Ham. Nothing really ever changes, but we will see what happens moving forward. Anyway,
The Moyes out shit's got to stop. By the way, this is ridiculous now, in my opinion. The Moyes out bollocks, mate. Before this, look, we fucking got. We were unbeaten in 3 games. Like we have been improving game by game. Like it's the way at Anfield. Like, yeah,
Mitch,
I don't know, James.
Mitch, I was just about to end the stream and you just bring me back. Right, I'm ending the stream. Anyway, please smash a like on the video, subscribe, help me out, help the boys out, and I'll see you again in the next one. Peace.
There it is. I've never found a love like this.